So we all probably know what Mascot horror is, and some of the franchises that are under that subgenre name. The main 5 being FNAF, Bedney, Poppy, Hello Neighbor, and Banban. The first 3 having movies. Well, 2 having movies being worked on, and 1 having a movie that is already released. But the last 2 have neither. Well, 1 has a cartoon, apparently. Like, the pilot wasn't even well received. Why is there a cartoon? But aside from that, Banban and Hello Neighbor neither have a theatrical movie. So I started to think, out of these 2 mascot horror properties, which would be more likely to get a movie made, and why? And if it would even be worth it.
So bad. I'm evil, and my name's Jester.
So, Banban, it's a series that does in fact exist. So how would a movie for it work? I think one thing that would definitely be difficult if it was to be made would be the cast. Now this doesn't sound bad, and this would probably come down to the story or script for the movie, but Banban has a lot of characters, with no signs of stopping adding more with each game. Currently, in total of characters, there are the original 6 in Banban 1, 4 more in Banban 2, 3, technically 6 if we count the naughty ones, Mr. Kebab Man and Little Beak in Banban 3, 3 in Banban 4, and finally 1 in Banban 6. Meaning in total there are 17, well, if we were to include the technicalities, it would be 24 characters. Again, the amount of characters that would show up would come down to the script for the movie, but that's still a lot to have. And I'm not one of the 4 brothers, but I imagine they would like at least 1/3 of them to show up. That's not even to take into account budget, actors, sets, etc. But what would be a reason that it would be made? Aside from money. Relevance, I guess? Yeah, I couldn't really think of a reason that Banban movie would be made. I still think it's more likely than...
Goddamn bullshit. Oh, hi!
Ignoring the publisher of the series almost closing, Hello Neighbor probably has a better chance of getting a movie. How? Well, the original idea of the Hello Neighbor games. Originally, your neighbor has something in their basement, commit breaking and entering. I'm obviously paraphrasing, but that was the basic idea of the betas and alphas before whatever the hell the final games are. And that idea could work really well as a movie if done right. And stuff like budget would also be easy, because Hello Neighbor has only like 2 recognizable characters. That being Mickey, the main character of Hello Neighbor 1, and the neighbor himself, whose real name is Theodore. But what are some reasons that it wouldn't be made? One, and most likely, is relevance. What I mean is, would it be worth it, and would anyone care for it? Like, FNAF is huge, and that movie was in development for years. A Bedney movie was talked about by fans for years, and apparently at one point, the director of the John Wick movies talked about wanting to make a Bedney movie. But I couldn't find anything to back that one up. And a Poppy movie did see some pushback originally when it was announced, mainly due to it being so new at the time and only Chapter 1 released. But now, as of writing, the last thing we heard about the movie is before Chapter 3 released, and the CEO of Mob saying he was going to meet with studios that week. And that's been it, again, as of writing. So would a Hello Neighbor movie even be worth it? I know I joked, but the only time I've heard anything about Hello Neighbor was when the series publisher, Tiny Build, almost went bankrupt. That and a new game or alpha called or codenamed RBO, which probably is just going to end up being Hello Neighbor 3.
From a bunch of different sources and going out and like recreating things or mimicking things, right? It's the mimic! Sorry.
So, looking at all the evidence and reasonings, which do I think could get a movie? Well, the answer is... Banban, and the reason is mainly just the relevance and how many people still talk about Banban compared to Hello Neighbor. Like, both of these franchises have chances to get movies, mainly due to how well the FNAF movie did. I won't be surprised if movie studios look at other mascot horror, or hell, in other indie games to adapt. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we get, like, a Tattletale or Choo Choo Charles movie. I mean, I would still be shocked, but I'll be more curious on who's doing the animated Undertale movie.